Hello everyone, back with some more thrift store finds from the bargain bin, starting with 1997, a good old Rugrats plastic case for colored pencils. It came with a bunch of stamps and things like that. Just kind of an odds and ends to start things off. A few VHS, not a whole lot, but we have also from Nickelodeon, Harriet the Spy. We have To Dance with the White Dog, Christmas Eve with Loretta Young and Trevor Howard, and Little Toot. Sometimes I do that. And then we have on Blu-ray the I really thought I said the Gang Bang Club. The Bang Bang Club. Ninja Turtles. A Series of Unfortunate Events. And A Fair to Remember. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This is a good one to find sealed. We have the complete 18th season of South Park. And a couple of these are also sealed, but we have Family Guy seasons 13, 14, and 15. Bo on the Go, I haven't heard of this one before, but includes some music videos, 26 episodes, DVD collection of, looks like kind of like a preschooler age kids show. The Kirsten Dunst Marie Antoinette. A Very Awesome Yo Gabba Gabba Christmas, good time for that. Ben 10, the live action movie, I never knew they even did a live action of that. Predators, The Killing Game. American Dreamer. Requiem for a Dream. John Wayne Collection Tycoon. This is a cool little sealed thing. This is a preview disc of Game of Thrones, the series premiere coming April 17th, only on HBO. It's the premiere episode. Sealed little preview disc. Then we have Spirit, Stallion of the Cimmerian. Sylvester Stallone Driven. Red. The Adventures of Pinocchio. The Perfect Season. Countries Around the World. France. The X-Files, I Want to Believe. From The Adventures in Odyssey. The Night Travelers. The Tattooist. Space Warriors. Before the Wrath. Terminator 3. Resident Evil Extinction. Assassination Tango. Law-Abiding Citizen. A 5-film collection, The Prophecy, the complete collection, with Christopher Walken's Miramax Classics with kind of a weird color case. Then we have With Honors. Justice League, Throne of Atlantis. White Chicks. Nomad the Warrior, by the font and the style. I feel like this is probably in the wake of 300's success. We have John Cena, Word Life. And a bunch of kind of moving into oddball stuff. We have a few comics that we found before we get into the books. We have Hercules, the 12 Labors, The Batman Who Laughs, The Eye of the World, so Volume 1 of the graphic novel version of the Wheel of Time series, and V for Vendetta. A few cassettes with All Night Polka. What in the heck is this? Pennsylvania Dutch Humor by Professor Herman F. Schnitzel. What in the world is this? Amanda was with me and found some few things in that. What the heck is that? Moe's Mighty Minis. Nashville salutes our nation's birthday. And it's Christmas time. A couple of 8-track tapes. This one was actually sealed. A Time for Us, Donny Osmond. And what was this? Dean Martin, Holiday Cheer. Now we have Now That's What I Call Shrek. So it's just like a bunch of, that's Now What I Call Music, but all Shrek songs. What the heck is this? Oh, Pennsylvania Dutch Dialect and Humor, also by Professor Schnitzel. Wow, Professor Schnitzel is being represented. McLean Avenue, Easy and Free. Then we have a huge stack of these Disney kids books, this classic series of these hardcover, like young kids books. A bunch of them. A bunch of different classic Disney movies. Rescuers. Jungle Cubs, I've never seen this one before. Be a Friend. I had that one as a kid. Not a lot of these. I had more of the ones with the soundboard on the side. as you're reading. I had a lot of those when I was like a little kid. Didn't have a lot of these. Simba and Nala help Bamo. Now we have a stuck in there. A little bit of a later one with Mulan. Prince of the Pauper. And then we have a few little golden books, a mix of some more modern ones as well as some older ones. So a good little selection of those. Along with some more little kids books. I remember this Bonkers joke book. Some Curious George, Pokemon, and a couple other random ones here. Some more Pokemon, Unbound, from the Magic Treehouse, Danger in the Darkest Hour. Some Goosebumps. I remember this one when this series first started. Number 1 in the Reader Beware You Choose the Scare series, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. I remember grabbing that from the Scholastic magazine. And 2 copies randomly of Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. Interesting to find those. A few Penguin classics with Life on the Mississippi. Remember my dad was a huge Mark Twain guy, so I remember he had that. The Tree Where Man Was Born, and The Power and the Glory. Gulliver's Travels, The Trial, some Kafka, and Dead Souls. A Narnia box set, all those C.S. Lewis books. Max Perkins, editor of Genesis, A. Scott Berg. Some Orson Scott Card. These are religious books, Women of the Bible. We have Sarah and Rebecca. Never know that he did those. Brave New Baby, Promise and Peril of the Biological Revolution. A novelization of Contact. Remember that movie? Or maybe was it a book first? Actually, I think it was a book first. Contact. I never read the book as the movie cover. Moby Dick. As I Lay Dying, William Faulkner. The Further Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Ernest Hemingway with Farewell to Arms. The Other Side of Sleep. This is a vintage Hawaiian cuisine cookbook. Humboldt's Gift. Tennessee Williams Memoirs with an introduction by John Waters. Could be pretty interesting. People We Meet on Vacation. 27 Wagons Full of Cotton and Other Plays by Tennessee Williams. Cursed, which seems it's going to be a Netflix series, or maybe already is, the collected longer poems of W.H. Auden. Death in the Silent Places. And Night Bloom. It's kind of a different variety than what we normally pick up, which is always kind of a good thing to have a little more, and Narnia is always good to grab. It's coming up to an anniversary, I forget what it is, pretty soon here for the series, so nice to find that. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.